Hello everybody and welcome back to Cobblers Vlogs for a very big match preview. It's a match preview for a big match that is happening on Saturday afternoon. It's Exeter City versus Northampton Town. It's 4th versus 6th in League 2. It's going to be a big one, so what we're waiting for. Let's get into this match preview. So before we get into the recent form, let's have a look at the head-to-head record between the two clubs. The Cobblers have beaten Exeter 53 times in their history. They've drawn 34 games with them and they've lost just 29. So Cobblers having considerably the better record. The last time the two sides faced each other was on the 9th of March. That was at Sixfield. That ended up in a 2-1 win for the Cobblers. And then the time before that was also last season. That was a 2-2 draw down in Exeter. The time before that, most notably, was the 16th of April 2016. A 0-0 draw at St James's Park earned the Cobblers the League 2 title. Very good day that was. I was down there, as I'm sure many of you watching this video were there as well. So a little bit of history down there on the south coast. Let's have a look at the League 2 table. Exeter sitting 4th with 19 games played, 9 wins, 6 draws, 4 defeats, 33 points is what they're sat on. The Cobblers just 2 places below them in 6th. They have played 19 games, won 9, drawn 4, lost 6, and they have 31 points to their name. So just 2 points between the sides, 2 places between the sides. So whatever happens, there's going to be movement within the table. If we have a look at the recent form, first of all, of the Cobblers then. Last 3 games, obviously last time out it was on Tuesday night. That was in the EFL Trophy second round. That was a 2-1 defeat against Portsmouth. Before that, it was also in the Cup. It was a 3-1 win against Notts County last Sunday. Their last league game was actually back on the 23rd of November when the Cobblers were 2-0 winners against Grimsby Town. Says the last 3 results in good form, apart from sort of that loss in the leasing.com trophy. We're not too fussed about that. We're in good form aside from that Cup exit. Exeter's last 3 results. Their last game was on Wednesday night. That was a 3-0 win on penalties. The game was 0-0 against Oxford United and they went on to win 3-0 on penalties. And then on Sunday last week they took on Hartlepool and drew 2-2 after being 2-0 up. Their last league game was also back on the 23rd of November and that was a 1-0 win away at Crawley. So they're doing all right, Exeter. They're in decent form. Throwing away 2-goal lead against a non-league side there, that is something that the Cobblers are familiar with themselves. They've thrown away 2-goal leads, so hopefully Exeter do the same on Saturday, and hopefully the Cobblers can get the win, looking at Exeter's possibly shaky back line. But let's have a look at who's going to be the danger going forward. Okay, so notably this Exeter side has a couple of former Cobblers in it. Last season, goalkeeper Lewis Ward was on loan at the Cobblers. He's currently now at Exeter. I'm not sure if he's their main keeper or not, so it'll be interesting to see if he does start against us. Looking at the more attacking options, the likes of Lee Martin, who was here in the title-winning season, he's now playing for Exeter. The likes of Nicky Law, he's a well-known player at this level. He can cause problems for the Cobblers. Hopefully, we can deal with the threat that Nicky Law is going to pose. We've also got the likes of Randell Williams as well, who can cause problems. Lee Holmes. They do have Nicky Ajose, who is injured at the moment, which is quite good news for the Cobblers. I'm not sure what the extent of the injury is or how long he's out for, so maybe he might be back on Saturday. I don't really know. But Nicky Ajose could be a threat if he's fit. I don't think he is. I think he's injured as far as I'm aware. You've also got the likes of Matt J, Alex Fisher up front, who was at Yeovil last season as well, can cause problems. For the Cobblers, we know he can cause problems. Scott Wharton, who today has been named PFA League 2 Player of the Month, so congratulations to Scott for that. So he's going to be a threat. He can get it on those set pieces as well. Jordan Turnbull, he's got a few from set pieces, and Charlie Good. Currently, we think the best centre-back partnership, that trio, that back three, the best defence in League 2 in most people's opinion. Going forward, we've got the likes of Nicky Adams and Hoskins out wide, who've been fantastic, putting in some fantastic crosses recently, getting us some goals, especially from set pieces, would be our main threat. You've got the likes of Adain Oliver, who's been scoring recently, Andy Williams and Harry Smith, they've all been scoring recently, so any of our strikers we know can score goals. If we're moving on to the opposition view, we've got Josh, who is an Exeter fan. So what are we waiting for? Let's hear Josh's views on tomorrow afternoon's game.
In terms of the start to the season Exeter City have had, it's been a fantastic start for the club. We were top for the first few weeks of the season. It's been great as well seeing some of our younger players find their feet in league football. The likes of Randall Williams, still only at 22, Archie Collins and Jack Sparks, the two academy graduates. They've all had a prolonged run in the side. And it's been a very positive start for us so far in the league table, in the league season even, and that's reflected in our pretty high position in the league. We've had some great performances at home to Plymouth Argyle in the Devon Derby. We've had some great away wins. Crawley Town a few weeks ago was fantastic. Dean Moxey scored late in a game that actually we dominated. It's a start that I think everyone at the club is really happy with, and the supporters as well. There's a lot to like at Exeter City at the minute. In terms of the danger men, I've picked out Scott Wharton for Northampton Town. It's not very often a centre-back comes into a game having scored 4 goals in his last 3 appearances. But with that kind of a record, he's not someone you can ignore at all. For the home side, I'm going to pick out Jack Sparks, a dynamic young fullback with a great left foot, one of our academy graduates as well. He nearly scored a fantastic goal against Crawley in that fixture. Jack's a fantastic player and definitely one to watch out for with his attacking runs down the left-hand side. And in terms of score prediction, I'm going to settle on a 2-1 win for Exeter City.
So yeah, nice one to Josh for doing that for us. Make sure you go and check him out on Twitter, give him a follow. I'll leave his link down below in the description. On to the score predictions, like we said, I'm going to go for a Cobblers 2-0 win. I think we can go down the South Coast. I think we can cause problems. And I think the Cobblers can come away with the win. A draw is probably what I would take at the minimum. I wouldn't want to take a loss, but a draw would take us closer to those automatic promotion places. But yeah, I think the Cobblers can still get a 2-0 win down there on the South Coast. We'll go with Andy Williams, and probably Nicky Adams is going to get his first Cobblers goal, I reckon. We've been saying that for quite a long time. But yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed this match preview. Let me know if you're going down to the game tomorrow. Any thoughts on the game, let me know in the comment section down below. Drop a like on the video if you have enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you've never seen my face on your screen before. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.